Hi, welcome to another video. In this video, we are going to take a look at the installation of Windows 11 on Virtualbox using the automatic method commonly known as unattended installation method. When you talk about the installation of Windows 11 on Virtualbox, there are two options. Unattended installation, which means the automatic way to install the Windows 11 operating system, and attended installation, which means the manual way of installing the operating system. If you would ask me, I would prefer unattended installation over the attended one because it's very easy and straightforward instead of doing everything manually. So if you're interested, I have the step-by-step instruction on my webpage, as you can see, which covers both the unattended and attended installation of the Windows 11. I'll also put the link in the description as well. I've also made a video on how you can install Windows 11 in Virtualbox using the attended method as well. So if you are interested in installing the Windows 11 manually step by step, you can also click on the link at the top. Before you proceed, you need to have Virtualbox installed on your machine. You can click here on the link to download the same. So depending on your operating system, you can install the Virtualbox. You also require to have Windows 11 ISO image as well. You can click here to download that as well. Once you have the prerequisite ready, you can proceed to install Windows 11 in Virtualbox. So let's open up the Virtualbox. So I've got the Virtualbox opened up. Click on Tools and then click on New. This will open up the new virtual machine creation wizard. In the new window, enter the name of the operating system. In my case, I'm going to install Windows 11 Pro Edition in Virtualbox. Hence, I'll name it as Windows 11 Pro. Make sure that you don't use any spaces for the VM name. That will not work. Next, you need to choose the location where you would like to store the Windows 11 virtual machine files. By default, it will pick up the C drive location. As I'm using a different driver for the virtual machine, I'll click on the down arrow and choose Other and browse for the location and click on Select Folder. Next, you need to attach the Windows 11 ISO image that we downloaded earlier. In ISO image, click on the down arrow and browse for the ISO image and click on Open. As we are going to install the Windows 11 Pro Edition, choose that from the Edition drop-down list. Make sure you don't check the option that says Skip Unattended Installation and then click on Next. We are now going to create the local users for the Windows 11 machine. Enter the username of your choice, password, and confirm password. If you have a product key, you may enter that here. As I don't have one, I can leave it blank. The host name was already taken from the previous step. In the domain name field, enter the name if you have a domain name, else you may leave it blank. In my case, I will enter just getlabs10.local. To get better performance from the virtual machine, it is best to have Virtualbox guest editions installed on the operating system. That will have the required drivers for the VM to run smoothly. So check the guest editions option and leave the guest edition ISO location as default unless you made some changes to the location, which I haven't done. Once you made the changes, click on Next. In the memory configuration, our Virtualbox would pick up 4 gigs of RAM, which should be okay, but for better performance, it's best to add more RAM. I'm giving 8 gigs of RAM, alright. And for processor, like memory, you could just use 2 CPU as well. However, I'm adding 4 CPUs for better performance. So depending on your requirement, you may increase or decrease the memory and CPU. So it's all up to you. And make sure Enable EFI option is checked. And then click on Next. In Virtual Hard Disk window, choose Create Virtual Hard Disk option. You should be able to run Windows 11 with just 40 gigs of storage. So depending on your requirement, you may adjust the storage. I'm choosing the default 80 GB of storage, which is enough in my case, and click on Next. You'll get the summary of the installation. Just review and make sure everything is fine. After that, click on Finish. In case if you would like to make further changes, you may click on Back button to do so. After a few seconds, you can see the VM is powering up. You will get a black screen where it is asking you to press any key to boot from CD or DVD. So quickly click inside the black screen and click on any key in your keyboard. Soon you will see the installation has begun. This process would take some time. So let me just fast forward a bit. In between, the Windows 11 would reboot and we are almost there. After a few minutes of waiting, you can now see the Windows 11 is installed on your VirtualBox hypervisor. As you can see, it was very easy. Let's also verify whether we have installed the VirtualBox guest editions as well or not. Click on Start menu and type Run. In the prompt, enter appviz.cpl and hit Enter. As you can see, the VirtualBox guest editions is already installed. So let's verify this by resizing the Windows 11 screen multiple times. As you can see, when I adjusted the VirtualBox VM window size, the Windows 11 desktop as well got adjusted automatically without me ever touching the resolution of Windows 11, which is pretty cool. And I think that should be it. And you are ready to start using the Windows 11 operating system in VirtualBox. As I mentioned earlier, it was very easy, and in any case, if you require to install the Windows 11 manually, then I would recommend that you check out the attended installation video, which I have mentioned in the description as well. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one.